Next, we will move on to the next topic, that is effect of catalyst. Effect of catalyst on the rate of a chemical reaction. Effect of catalyst on the rate of a chemical reaction. So we know that what is catalyst. So catalyst is a substance. Catalyst is a substance which increases the rate of the reaction. Which increases the rate of the chemical reaction. Which increases the rate of chemical reaction. Which increases the rate of chemical reaction without itself undergoing any chemical change. Without itself undergoing any chemical change. Without itself undergoing any chemical change. Any chemical change are called catalyst. So catalyst is a chemical substance. It does not undergo any chemical change during the chemical reaction. So that substances are called catalyst. So catalyst is a substance which do not directly involve in the chemical reaction but increases the rate of the chemical reaction are called catalyst. For example, the decomposition of potassium chloride. This is potassium chloride. So decomposition of potassium chloride gives potassium chloride and oxygen. Potassium chloride and oxygen. So this reaction is catalyzed by the catalyst MnO2. So this is the mineral pyrolusite or manganese dioxide. So this MnO2 acts as a catalyst. So it just increases the rate of the reaction without itself undergoing any chemical change are called catalyst. So next, what are the characteristic features of catalyst? So catalyst increases the rate of the reaction. The first characteristic properties of catalyst is catalyst increases the rate of the reaction. Rate of chemical reaction. Catalyst increases the rate of chemical reaction. So the second characteristic property is it does not undergo any chemical change. Chemically do not change during the chemical reaction. So catalyst, they do not undergo any chemical change during the reaction, but it just increases the rate of the reaction. So trace amount or small amount of catalyst increases the rate of the reaction. Small amount of the catalyst increases the rate of reaction. So only small amount of catalyst can increase the rate of the reaction. So this catalyst does not disturb the position of chemical equilibrium. It does not disturb the position of chemical equilibrium. It does not disturb the position of chemical equilibrium. It just increases the rate of forward and backward reaction to the same extent and attain equilibrium more quickly. So catalyst does not disturb the position of chemical equilibrium. It just increases the rate of forward reaction and backward reaction to the same extent and equilibrium attain quickly. So whenever the catalyst is added in a chemical reaction, it does not change the Gibbs free energy value. So the Gibbs free energy remains constant. So catalyst does not disturb the Gibbs free energy value. So Gibbs free energy value remains constant. So this catalyst catalyzes the spontaneous reaction only. So catalyst catalyze only the spontaneous reaction, but non-spontaneous reaction cannot catalyze by the catalyst. So these are some important characteristic features of catalyst. So catalyst means it is a chemical substance which increases the rate of the reaction without itself undergoing any chemical change are called catalyst. So for example, the decomposition of 2 mole of potassium chloride gives potassium chloride and oxygen. So this reaction is catalyzed by the catalyst MnO2. So here MnO2 acts as a catalyst. It just increases the rate of the reaction. It does not undergo any chemical change. or it does not undergo any chemical change in a reaction. So characteristic features of important characteristic features of catalyst are, so the catalyst increases the rate of the chemical reaction. So the second property is catalyst chemically does not change during the reaction. Small amount of catalyst can catalyze the reaction. So catalyst does not disturb the position of equilibrium, chemical equilibrium. It just increases the rate of forward and backward reaction to the same extent and attain equilibrium quickly. So whenever the catalyst is added in a chemical reaction, so the Gibbs free energy remains constant, that is delta G value becomes 0. So catalyst catalyzes spontaneous reaction and it does not catalyze the non-spontaneous reactions. So the effect of catalyst can be explained with the help of graph. So now I am taking potential energy. On y-axis I am taking potential energy, and on y-axis I am taking progress of reaction or reaction path. So here this is reactant. So reactants are converted into product with different reaction path. So reactants are converted into product with different reaction path. So this is the first reaction path. So this is the first reaction path. So this is the reaction path without catalyst. This is the reaction path without catalyst. So the reactant are converted into product with different reaction path. So this is the first reaction path. So this is the reaction path without catalyst, and this is the second reaction path. So this is the reaction path with catalyst. So here to here, this is the activation energy with catalyst. And here to here, this is the activation energy without catalyst. So if we observe this graph, so the activation energy with catalyst is less. And the second reaction path is completed fastly. Completed fastly because this is the presence of in the presence of catalyst, the activation energy is also less. So the catalyst increases the rate of reaction by lowering the activation energy between the reactant and product. So in the presence of catalyst, the activation energy between the reactant and product is less. Therefore, the rate of the reaction also increases. From Arrhenius equation, we know that Arrhenius equation K equals A into e to the power of minus EA by RT. From the Arrhenius equation, so the rate constant or rate of a reaction increases with increase in temperature, and by decreasing activation energy, rate constant or rate of a reaction increases. From the Arrhenius equation, the rate constant increases with decreasing activation energy. Therefore, in the presence of catalyst, the activation energy between reactant and product is less. Therefore, the rate of the reaction increases. So, catalyst increases the rate of reaction by lowering the activation energy between the reactant and product. From the Arrhenius equation, the rate constant or rate of a reaction increases decreases by decreasing the activation energy. By decreasing the activation energy. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು potential energy versus progress of the reaction ಪ್ಲಾಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸೊ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇದು ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ. ಸೊ ನಾನು ಕೆಟಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಹಾಕಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇದು ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಆಗೋದು ನಿಧಾನ. ಸೊ ಅವಾಗ ಆಕ್ಟಿವೇಶನ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಇಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕು. ಅದೇ ನಾನು ಕೆಟಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ನ ಹಾಕಿದಾಗ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇದು ಬೇಗನೆ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ಅವಾಗ ಆಕ್ಟಿವೇಶನ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಏನಿದೆ ಇಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ. ಸೊ ವಿತೌಟ್ ಕೆಟಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವೇಶನ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಇಷ್ಟಿದೆ. ಸೊ ವಿತ್ ಕೆಟಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವೇಶನ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಯ್ತು. ಸೊ ಕೆಟಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ನ ಹಾಕಿದಂಗೆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಾಯ್ತು. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವೇಶನ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಯ್ತು. ಸೊ ಯಾವಾಗ ಕೆಟಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ನ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ರೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಬೇಗನೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಬೇಗ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವೇಶನ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ದ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಅರ್ನೆಸ್ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ರೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಥವಾ ರೇಟ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ಆಕ್ಟಿವೇಶನ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಏನಿರಬೇಕು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಆಕ್ಟಿವೇಶನ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಯಾವಾಗ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೋ ರೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಕೆಟಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ ದ ರೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್. We will go on to the some important problems on chemical kinetics. So the first problem is the decomposition of nitrogen pentoxide in carbon tetrachloride at 318 Kelvin has been studied by monitoring the concentration of nitrogen pentoxide in the solution. So initially the concentration of nitrogen pentoxide is 2.33 mole per liter and after 184 minutes it is reduced to 2.08 mole per liter. The reaction takes place according to the equation. So the decomposition of nitrogen pentoxide we get NO2 and oxygen. So here we have to calculate the average rate in terms of hours, minute and seconds. What is the rate of production of nitrogen dioxide during this period? So solution. Here they have given, so this is the equation. So the decomposition of nitrogen pentoxide gives 4 mole of NO2 and 1 mole of O2. So the here they have given concentration of reactant, concentration of N2O5. The reactant is initial concentration of the reactant is. So R1 concentration, initial concentration R1 equals 2.33 mole per liter. 2.33 mole per liter and they have given time, that is delta T equals 184 minute and at 184 minute it is the concentration of the reactant is reduced to, so R2 concentration is equal to, so R2 concentration is equal to 2.08 mole per liter. So 2.08 mole per liter. So here we have to calculate average rate in terms of minutes, second and hours. So here we have to calculate average rate in terms of minutes, seconds and hours. So and also we have to calculate rate of production of NO2 during this period. So rate of production of NO2. So we know that the average rate. So rate means it is the change in concentration of the reactant divided by time taken. Change in concentration of reactant divided by time taken. Here the negative sign indicates decrease in the concentration of the reactant. So as the reaction proceeds, the concentration of the reactant decreases. Therefore, we know that rate means it is the change in concentration of reactant divided by time taken. Here, in this reaction, the number of the stoichiometric coefficient in both the sides is not same. So here the stoichiometric coefficient is 2 and here 4 and 1. So in order to get unique value, so divide the rate of disappearance of reactant by respective coefficient. Therefore, here 1 by 2. So rate means change in concentration divided by time taken. So here the stoichiometric coefficient of reactant and product are not equal to 1. To get unique value, divide the rate of disappearance of reactant by the respective coefficient. Therefore, minus 1 by 2 delta R divided by delta T. So, minus 1 by 2. So, here the change in concentration can be written as R2 minus R1 concentration. So, final minus initial concentration divided by delta T. Now, substitute the values of R1 and R2. So, here R2 concentration value is 2.08 minus R1 concentration is 2.33 divided by delta T. Change in time is 184 minute. So, average rate equals minus 1 by 2 So, 2.08 minus 2.33 value is minus 0.25 divided by 184. So, here minus into minus plus, therefore 0.25 divided by 2 into 184. So, on simplification we get 0.0006793 or 6.793 into 10 power minus 4. So, mole per liter per minute. So, this is the average rate in terms of minute. So, in order to convert minute into hour, so average rate equals, here we have to calculate average rate in terms of hours. So, average rate 6.793 into 10 power minus 4. In order to convert number of hours, we have to multiply this value with 60. So, we get 0.0407 or 4.07 into 10 power minus 2 mole per liter per hour. So, now to convert average rate into hours, so average rate is multiplied with 60. So, we get 4.07 into 10 power minus 2 mole per liter per hour. So, this is the average rate in terms of hours. So, next average rate in terms of seconds. So, average rate equals, so the value is 6.793 into 10 power minus 4. So, in order to convert minute into seconds, so we have to divide this value with 60. So, we get 0.1132 into 10 power minus 4, or it can be written as 1.132 into 10 power minus 5 mole per liter per second. So, this is the first part of the problem, and here we have to calculate rate of production of NO2. So, we know that the rate expression, the rate relation for this equation. So, the rate relation for this equation is, so here the stoichiometric coefficient of reactant and product are not equal to 1. To get unit value, divide the rate of disappearance of reactant or rate of appearance of product by the respective coefficient. Therefore, the rate relation for this equation is rate equals minus delta minus 1 by 2 delta into rho phi divided by delta T, that is equal to plus 1 by 4 delta NO2 divided by delta T, that is equal to plus delta O2 divided by delta T. So, here we have to calculate rate of production of NO2. Therefore, we know that the rate of disappearance of N2O5. Therefore, minus 1 by 2 delta N2O5 divided by delta T, that is equal to 1 by 4 delta NO2 divided by delta T. So, here we have to calculate rate of production of NO2. Therefore, rate of disappearance of reactant will be same as the rate of appearance of product. Therefore, here we know that the value of minus 1 by 2 delta into O5 by delta T. So here this is the value. So we get 6.793 into 10 power minus 4 mole per liter per minute. That is equal to 1 by 4 delta NO2 divided by delta T. So cross multiply this 4, we get 6.793 into 10 power minus 4 into 4 equals delta NO2 divided by delta T. So on simplification we get the rate of production of NO2 equals equals 2.72 into 10 power minus 3 mole per liter per minute. So in second part problem nalli we have to calculate rate of production of NO2. So ನಾನು ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದೆ, ಈ equation ಗೆ rate relation ನ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ. So rate relation ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, rate equals minus 1 by 2 delta into O5 by delta T equals plus 1 by 4 delta NO2 by delta T, that is equal to delta plus delta O2 divided by delta T. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನನಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು ರೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ NO2. ನಾನು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಆವರೇಜ್ ರೇಟ್ನ ಡಿಟರ್ಮೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟೆಂಟ್ಗೆ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಯಾವುದು, ಮೈನಸ್ ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ಇಂಟು O5 ಬೈ ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ T. ಸೊ ಅದು ಇದು ಯಾವುದು ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟೆಂಟು ಆವರೇಜ್ ರೇಟನ್ನು ನಾನು ಡಿಟರ್ಮೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಅದ್ರ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಂದಿದೆ ನನಗೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಇದು. ಸೊ ಆವರೇಜ್ ರೇಟ್ ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ minus 1 by 2 delta into O5 by delta T. So ಇದರ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ 6.793 into 10 power minus 4. ಸೊ ನಾನು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು ಯಾವುದು, ರೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ NO2. therefore ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಎಷ್ಟು ಡಿಸಪಿಯರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೋ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಪಿಯರೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ಇಕ್ವೇಷನ್ನ ಇದೆರಡನ್ನೂ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಇದಿಷ್ಟು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು, ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ 6.793 into 10 power minus 4 mole per liter per minute. That is equal to 1 by 4 delta NO2 by delta T. So cross multiply this 4 here. So we get delta NO2 by delta T equals 2.72 into 10 power minus 3 mole per liter per minute. So this is the production of NO2, rate of production of NO2.